It was a long, wet, stormy weekend throughout central Pennsylvania, but today we have very cloudy skies, but no rain is expected in the forecast. As today, we can finally say we have Perry County Baseball here at West Perry High School for the 30th annual Perry County Baseball Tournament. We are getting things started here, the first of two games here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel, with the semifinal between West Perry Mustangs and the Susquenita Blackhawks. Hello everyone watching on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. Here for what should be an exciting one. It's officially the home opener for the West Perry Mustangs, and West Perry has won their last three home openers, and Susquenita has a tough task in hand, but it should be a good one. The West Perry Mustangs coming to this game, one win and two losses overall. They dropped their first two games of the year on the road at Big Spring and then at Shippensburg. But then in their last game, they came up with a big win, a non-conference win on the road exactly 1 week ago from today at Juniana. Final score was 13-5. For Susquenita, this is only their second game of the year. They have one win in one game so far. That was a 7-2 victory back on March 28th on the road at Upper Dauphin in a Tri-Valley Athletic Association contest. Newport versus Greenwood fans, if you're looking for that game, well, we're not going to leave you hanging, because if you go over to the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page right now, you can see that broadcast live on Facebook, facebook.com/PCT Sports Zone for Greenwood versus Newport over on the junior varsity field on the other side of the West Perry High School campus. And we are set here for an exciting one. These two teams haven't met in the Perry County tournament for the last few years. And West Perry is going to be looking for a three-peat. They have won the last two Perry County championships. Who can ever forget the Perry County championship game from last year? Especially if you're a West Perry and Newport fan. That was a game that will go down in history as one of the wildest finishes we have ever seen in the history of this tournament. And Newport is a heavy favorite against Greenwood in the other semifinal, taking place in just a couple of minutes. Susquenita is going to be looking for their first Perry County championship since 2010. They have 8 in program history dating back to 1993. They also won in 94, 95, 97, 98, and then they won in 2001. And then last time they won, it was back-to-back for the Blackhawks back in 2009 and 2010. Newport is looking for just their 4th Perry County championship. They won it back in 2021. Then they won it in 2005 and 1992. The Greenwood Wildcats have never won a Perry County championship. They're going to be looking for their first one here today at West Perry High School. There was no tournament in 2020 because of COVID, and then 2015, 2003, and the year 2000 were all rained out. So we are staying here. The count is being taking place right now with the team captains from both teams, as well as the umpires for today's games. They will also be umpiring the championship game later on today, right here on the West Bay Athletic Park YouTube channel. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate is Tom Whitmire, and calling off the bases is Myron Lebo. And we have the starting lineups. First for the visiting team, Susquenita Blackhawks. Susquenita, the designated visitors here today. In the championship game, they decided home field fans by a coin toss, but that was for the championship game. So here's the starting lineup. For Susquenita, head coach is Austin Andonicio. And Susquenita lineup looks like this. Laying off will be the shortstop, number 13, John Edersey, excuse me. Batting second is the second baseman, number 27, Colton Reeder. Batting third is the first baseman, number 11, Derek Gibney. Batting fourth is the third baseman, number 39, Parker Gardner. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 10, Chase Fisher. Batting sixth in the six-hole spot is the designated hitter, number 7, Eisen Fleischer. Batting seventh is the center fielder, number 28, Drew Gibney. Batting eighth is the left fielder number 14, Drew Devon, and batting ninth is the catcher number 4, Billy Seister. The designated hitter for Susquenita is Eisen Fleischer. He is hitting for the pitcher for Susquenita. The starting pitcher for the Blackhawks is wearing number 12, Chance Fisher. Substitutions for Susquenita include Chris Palm, Austin Christ, Ryan Shappy, Justin Redlinger, Jacob White, Colton Fry, and Galen Winrich. Defensive alignment for the West Prairie Mustangs will be taking field in just a moment. The starting pitcher for the West Prairie Mustangs today is Cole Brown. Catching will be somebody. It's Tanner Stickler. Tanner Stickler will be the catcher for. Yeah, I accidentally had number 7 written down here twice. Tanner Stickler is going to be catching for West Prairie. The first baseman is Braden McKeever. Second baseman is Austin Lyons. The third baseman is Quentin Palm. The shortstop is Mason Sano. And out in the outfield and out in left field is Ryden Hertzler. Center field is taken over by Bryce Smith. And Jordy Ogden will be out at right field. As we are about to get started here with the 30th Annual Perry County Baseball Championship Tournament, and we'll take a quick break here to get set for it. You're watching the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal, West Prairie versus Susquenita, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back to get things started here at West Prairie High School. We are back here getting set for the 30th Annual Perry County Baseball Tournament here at West Prairie High School. This tournament was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, and there was a bunch of baseball games that were supposed to happen in the last 2 weeks or so. But Mother Nature has been striking typical spring weather here in Perry County, and not too shabby here today for a nice April day here in South Central Pennsylvania. Current game time temperature staying pretty at almost 60 degrees. It's 57 right now with the sun shining, a few clouds, but windy. That's always the case here at West Perry. I mean, I don't know about other fields around here, but for some reason, literally every time we have baseball or softball or even track and field, it's always windy here during the spring. So we are set. West Perry taking the home field for the first time this season as we are set for West Perry, Susquenita in the Perry County Tournament Semifinal. Winner of this game goes on to the championship game right here on the varsity field. The loser will go over to the third place consolation game. And Newport versus Greenway. You can catch that game live on Facebook. Facebook.com/PCT Sports Zone, the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Nick Miller is the producer of that broadcast on the other side of the campus here. And the winners of those two games will move on to the championship game right here on the varsity field. West Perry looking for a three-peat. In fact, they are looking for their 11th Perry County Championship in 12 years. The only exception was 2021 when Newport won the Perry County Championship game on the last game of the season. Those games have been pushed around all over the place, and it came down to the last game of the regular season, and Newport went on to the District 3 Championship playoffs. West Perry needed a win in that one, but a loss cost their chances of going for a district championship. But West Perry has gone back to back. They were the last team into the District 3 playoffs last year. They were a number 10 seed in District 3 4A playoffs. And it was a very exciting first round game for West Perry on the road after number 7 seed Northern Lebanon. West Perry had a big lead early on in the game, but then Northern Lebanon brought in their best pitcher. They didn't start with their best pitcher, but they brought him in anyway, and West Perry just could not do anything off the new pitcher. Thus, Northern Lebanon beat the Mustangs 7-6 a year ago in the first round of District 3 playoffs. So here we go. The sun is shining bright. Hopefully the clouds stay away, especially on Monday when we have a solar eclipse coming. It's a very exciting week here in Pennsylvania. We have a lot to talk about of what's going on this weekend. And here we go. Cole Brown is the starting pitcher for the West Perry Mustangs. And John Erdesy is going to be looking at ball one. Or excuse me, strike one. First pitch strike in the home opener for the West Perry Mustangs. And we are underway. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and that's going to go down the third baseline for strike two. Game time temperature 56 degrees here. It doesn't feel like it because of the wind. It is very windy here. We can see wind around 10 to 15 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 40 at times. 0-2 count here to Erdesy. And a good fastball and just missing for ball one. Cole Brown, a hard thrower, likely going to be the starting quarterback for the West Perry football team next fall. But here he is, the starting pitcher for the Mustangs and the home opener, and there's a high fastball for the second straight pitch, and swung on and missed, and that is how the Perry County Tournament gets underway. Strikeout on 4 pitches. And up next, here comes Colton Reeder. Colton Reeder, the Susquenita second baseman. One out, bases empty to start the game. Thank you so much for tuning in on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. And slow breaking ball, just missing for ball one. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County baseball today, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be a very exciting day here. A nice day weather-wise, even though it's a little bit windy. High fastball, way up high for ball two. Watch out for Cole Brown's fastball. He has some rocket. Gets up to the mid-70s. And Cole Brown, he can really power it. Here's the 2-0 breaking ball, and that's in for strike one. Our umpires for today's Prairie County Championship semifinal, calling balls and strikes behind the plate is Tom Whitmire, and calling up the bases is Myron Lebo. Here's the 2-1, and that's looked like a slider right there, and that's outside for ball three. 3 balls to the strike to Colton Reeder. There is truly a lot going on in Pennsylvania this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, we got the Perry County Baseball Tournament today. Our tournament's going around the area here today as well. It is the first day of trout season, and there is the fastball right down the middle, and it's a full count, 3-2. It is the first day of trout season in Pennsylvania. It is also WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia this weekend at the Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Philadelphia Eagles. But tonight and tomorrow night, it is home to WrestleMania 40. Very exciting weekend here. Here's next pitch, payoff pitch. It's going to get popped up and fouled out of play. And still 3-2. Once again, if you're looking for the Newport versus Greenwood semifinal, you can catch that on Facebook on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Next full count pitch is fouled off down the third base line, and still 3-2. Good at bat here for Colton Reeder, batting second for Susquenita. This is only the second game of the year for Susquenita. They are 1-0 heading into this tournament. They had a big 7-2 victory on the road at Upper Dauphin back on March 28th. That was a week from Thursday, I believe. That's a big break. Here's the ground ball over to third base. A throw is going to be in time, and McKeever able to keep his ball in the bag. Not a bad throw there from the third baseman, Quentin Palm. And there are 2 away now. A long at bat ends up with a ground ball to Quentin Palm to find Braden McKeever. And it's 2 up, 2 down here in the first. Here comes Derek Gibney. Derek Gibney, the first baseman. And here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for strike one. That's probably only with 3 games so far this season. They started off the year with 3 straight road games. And yeah, we were supposed to have a couple home games this past week, but rain kept pushing it back. We were supposed to have James Buchanan over for a Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Fishing yesterday, but the field was too wet. They tried having it at James Buchanan yesterday, and that field was too wet. So now, that game has been postponed to April 25th. That's a Thursday. On the same day that West Prairie softball gets to host James Buchanan. So baseball and softball will be at home for West Prairie against James Buchanan. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Derek Gibney. Big crowd here. And the biggest rivalry in Perry County sports. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Derek Gibney. Bases are empty here with 2 outs in the first inning. The 3-1. And that's swung on and missed at the high fastball, and it's now full count to the second straight batter. Colin Reeder had a long at bat that ended up in a ground ball to third. Now Derek Gibney facing a full count. The payoff pitch and swung on and missed, and that is strikeout number 2, and that's the third out to retire the side. Susquenita goes down in order with 2 strikeouts. We are going to the bottom of first scoreless. West Prairie batting for the first time at home this season. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. We are back here for the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the West Perry Mustangs, head coach by Jeff Sano. And here's the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Leading off will be the shortstop, number 1, Mason Sano. Batting second will be the second baseman, number 17, Austin Lyons. Batting third will be the pitcher, number 9, Cole Brown. Batting fourth is the center fielder, number 13, Bryce Smith. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 8, Braden McKeever. In the sixth spot is the designated hitter, number 25, Wyatt Fritz. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 3, Jordy Ogden. Batting eighth is the left fielder, number 12, Ryden Hertzler. Batting ninth is the catcher, number 2, Tanner Sigler. Wyatt Fritz is the designated hitter for the Mustangs. He is hitting for the third baseman, number 14, Quentin Palm. 3 up, 3 down for the Susquenita Blackhawks in the first. And the starting pitcher for Susquenita is Chance Fisher. I'm surprised that not a lot of teams in the high school level have a designated hitter for the pitcher. That's what Susquenita does, and in a way, that makes the pitcher more comfortable and more fresh to be on the mound and not have to worry about the hit. Because when it comes to scoring, you rely heavily on your team for the most part. And then once you're on the mound, you have more energy, you're more fresh. So here we go with Mason Sano taking a look at strike one to begin the bottom of the first. Mason Sano, a junior, a terrific athlete here at West Perry, a triathlete. He also plays soccer and basketball. And he's throwing the bunt here. Mason Sano has good speed. And went around apparently for strike two. Very windy here at West Perry High School in western Perry County, as it usually is the case here. And there's ball one, the 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the 1-2 and just missing. Good pitch there for Chance Fisher. It's a cold one here. Like I said, the temperature is saying it's 56 degrees. Doesn't feel like it with the wind though. And it's now a full count here. A high fastball just above the strike zone. Ball 3 is 3-2 now to the leadoff hitter, Mason Sano. Here's the 3-2. And just inside, and that is ball 4, and Mason Sano will take first base. So the first base runner of the game is Mason Sano on a full count walk. And here comes Austin Lyons. And Lyons showing bunt. And he pulls it back for ball 1. Austin Lyons a year ago was used to hitting towards the bottom of the lineup, but this year, Austin Lyons in the top 3. And a quick check over to Sano at first, and nothing threatening there. And next pitch, Lyons showing bunt again and pulls it back for ball 2. The Mustangs not wasting any time despite a scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. West Perry wants the runner in scoring position. Here's the 2-0, and again pulling it back, and that is going to be called a strike. 2-1 now to Austin Lyons. The 2-1 and still showing bunt. And pulls it back, and that is ball 3. 3-1 here. Do you try to go for a bunt still? And if you don't get a bunt and strike 2, that pretty much erases the bunt situation. And a bunt here again, and that is strike 2. Is now a full count. Back-to-back batters here for the Mustangs in the first inning to get the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mason Sano on first for a walk. And Bunt with 2 strikes, and he gets it down, and the pitcher gets it away, and a throw is in time. A bang play there from the Susquenita catcher, Billy Seister. As a successful sacrifice. It was almost a base hit. Yeah, that was almost a bunt single there because Chance Fisher was going after the ball too, and he almost got in the way. But then Billy Seister is saying, I got this, I'm going to throw him out first, and it was close, but it was a good call there for the base umpire Myron Lebo. So now you got Mason Sano in scoring position at second. And here's Cole Brown. Cole Brown looking at ball 1. Again, there's so much going on this weekend. There's the NCAA basketball Final Four this weekend. You got the WrestleMania 40 at Philadelphia. It's the first day of trout season in Pennsylvania. Monday is the solar eclipse. We're getting like a 93% eclipse here. A partial eclipse, but still 93%. That's pretty cool here in South Central PA. Now, if you want to make the trip like I am, you can go up to Erie for the full eclipse. And Cole Brown getting the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, I'll be leaving tomorrow. Got a hotel already up in Erie, and enjoy a full eclipse. It's a long trip from here, but hey, if you're anywhere close to the Power Totality, go ahead and go, and you should. Here's a ground ball over to the second baseman, and Colin Reeder throws over to first for the second out. Mason Sano, however, does go over to third. So now there are 2 away here with a runner at third base, Mason Sano, and here's the center fielder, Bryce Smith. Bryce Smith looking to get on the board first, and there is ball 1 on the fastball. Fastball just missing for Chance Fisher, the starting pitcher for Susquenita. Here's the next pitch, low breaking ball in for strike 1. Best Bay started the year with a tough 3-2 loss on the road at Big Spring, then losing 10-1 at Shippensburg, and a swing and a miss at the high fastball from Bryce Smith. Bryce Smith, one of 3 seniors on the West Prairie baseball team this year. Bryce Smith, Ryden Hertzler, and David LaChance, the 3 seniors for West Prairie this season. There's a swing and a miss, breaking ball way outside the strike zone. That's a swinging strikeout, and that will end the inning. The Mustangs face an opportunity with a runner at third base. And we're going to the second inning with no score. You are watching the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal. West Prairie versus Susquenita, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the second inning with no score. We are back here set for the second inning. West Prairie, no runs on no hits, no errors, leaving Mason Sano stranded at third base. Good start for the Susquenita defense, and Susquenita went down 1-2-3 in the first inning, so 4, 5, and 6 hitters do that for the Blackhawks. Here comes the third baseman to lead us off in the second inning. Number 39 is Parker Gardner. Parker Gardner here to lead us off in the second. Breaking ball way down low for ball one. I'll tell you one thing though, like this weather is not as bad as it was last night. Last night the Harrisburg Senators started their season at home against the defending champions Erie Seawolves. And man, that game was cold. I'll tell you what, I spent $15 to freeze to death pretty much. And Harrisburg unfortunately lost last night in the season opener against Erie. Final score was 2-0 for the Seawolves. And there is strike one. It looked a little bit high, but it's called a strike. Plus, it helps that the sun is out a little bit. I'm hoping the sun stays out for Monday. For the solar eclipse. It's going to be a very exciting day on Monday. There's a swing and miss foul tip into the catcher's glove, and strike two. Cole Brown got the win on the road in their last game exactly 1 week ago from today at Juniata. Final score was 13-5. And a waste pitch had to duck under it for Parker Gardner, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Susquenita third baseman. Here's the 2-2, and there's a high fastball again. Swung on and missed. That is strikeout number 3 already for Cole Brown. He had 2 in the first, and he starts the second inning the same way he ended the first, with a punch out. And there's 1 away. Here comes Chase Fisher. 4 batters, 3 strikeouts. The only player to put the ball in play was Colton Reeder, with a 2-out ground out. And here is Chase Fisher. Chase Fisher, the right fielder, looking at ball 1. Here comes the 1-0, and swung and fouled back for strike 1. For West Perry, 3 games, and they all went the distance. They all went 7 innings. So no mercy rule wins, but no mercy rule losses either. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, the Mustangs are looking for their 11th Perry County Championship in 12 years. The only year in that stretch for West Perry to not win a championship was in 2021, when Newport upset the Mustangs in the last game of the season. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Chance Fisher. 2 batters got the count full in the first inning. There's the 3-1 from Brown. There's swung on, and that's going to go right to the second baseman, a soft liner, and easy catch for Austin Lyons for 2 outs. So now 2 outs with bases empty. Here's Ison Fleischer. Ison Fleischer, the Susquenita DH. And there is strike 1. Cole Brown, even though he has been getting behind in the count, he's thrown a lot of pitches already. He's keeping this game scoreless. And that ball just misses. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. It looked like right down the middle for strike 2. Cole Brown with 3 strikeouts already here in this game. They look to make it 4 in 6 at-bats. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, just missing. Westbury defense thought he had him. But it's 2-2 now. We saw Brandon McKeever right here at first base. He looked like he was about to go to back to the dugout. Here's the 2-2. And swing, and that's out of play. And hits the telephone wire. We saw that last year, and you know how hard that is. We have telephone wires right behind the dugout here, and you know how thin telephone wires are. And that foul ball hit one. Here's the 2-2 again. And in there for call, strike 3. And that is another 1-2-3 inning. 6 straight retired by Cole Brown. 4 strikeouts already. We'll be back for the bottom of the second. Scoreless here at West Perry High School in the Perry County Tournament Semifinal. We are back here for the bottom of the second inning. 6 up, 6 down for the Susquenita batters. And here we go with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters stood up for the Mustangs. Here is Braden McKeever. And Susquenita knows McKeever far too well because we can see the second baseman Colton Reeder was practically right outside, right behind the pitching mound, thinking that there was going to be a bunt or something. But strike 1 here to the West Perry first baseman. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is swung on way too early and fouled for strike 2. I don't know what the reason why Colton Reeder was right behind the pitcher, Chance Fisher, on the first pitch to McKeever. I think something was up. But, hey, if McKeever was swung and go over to second base, that would have been an easy base hit. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and timeout at the plate. Ball in the second here, and McKeever leading us off. The 0-2 to McKeever, and that hits McKeever. McKeever able to move just by a hair, and hit by pitch. Gets us started here. A leadoff hit by pitch in the second inning. Here comes the West Perry DH, Wyatt Fritz. This guy's got power. He's not a very big dude, but he has the power. And if I was Susquenita outfielders, I would back up just a little bit from where they are now. And a dangerous pitch to take right there. Wyatt Fritz taking strike 1. And this guy has power. Wait till you see this guy hit. So here we go, 0-1. And inside, ball 1. West Perry head coach Jeff Sano now in his 100th season as the head coach. He's been here for a long time. It might as well be 100 years. And there's an inside pitch, and it's called for strike two. Obviously, when Chance Fisher hit McKeever, it was definitely not intentional with 2 strikes. So the 1-2. And there's the high chopper. It's got to be a bang-bang play for Reeder. And not so much as the throw is well in time. And Bray McKeever with his speed goes over to second. It would have been a double play if it was a solid ground ball, but it was a high chopper at the plate, so not a chance to get McKeever out at second. So now you got Bray McKeever in scoring position with only 1 out. Here's Jordy Ogden. Jordy Ogden, the younger brother of Quentin Ogden, graduated a year ago. And there's strike 1 to the West Prairie right fielder. For the second consecutive inning, the Mustangs have a runner in scoring position. Can they capitalize on it this time? Here's the next pitch, and that's in for strike 2. 2 strikes the count here for Jordy Ogden. Gotta get this ball in play somehow. Here's the 0-2. Slider looked like for ball 1. Good waist pitch there for Fisher. Wind really starting to blow here. Here's the 1-2. A fastball up high for ball 2. Back even at 2 balls and 2 strikes after starting the at-bat 0-2. And here's a swing line drive. That's going to go out to center field for a base hit. Ray McKeever rounding third. He's on his way to the plate. Throw is not in time, and the Mustangs have a 1-0 lead. It is an RBI for Jordy Ogden on a base hit. That's the first hit of the game for either team. And the Mustangs now have a 1-0 lead. Nice at bat there for Jordy Ogden, facing 0-2, then evening the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and then ripping one for a base hit out to right center field. And it goes for an RBI. And now throw back, and Ogden able to get back in time. It's ball 1 here to the senior Ryden Hertzler. Ryden Hertzler, one of 3 seniors for the West Prairie Mustangs. And showing bunt. And that's strike 1 called. One ball, 1 strike pitch here. Getting the bunt down. Throw over to first, and that's a good sacrifice bunt there for Ryden Hertzler. And now there are 2 outs with Jordy Ogden at second. Here's the number 9 hitter. Number 9 hitter is Tanner Sigler, the West Prairie catcher. Definitely some big shoes to fill this year for Tanner Sigler. He was used to playing in the infield last year, but now he is catching after Quentin Ogden graduated a year ago. Here's a chopper over to shortstop. Throw is going to be in time. A bang play there from John Erdesy. And that is out number 3. But the Mustangs strike for 1 on an RBI base, on the RBI single from Jordy Ogden. And we are going to the 3rd inning. Susquenita is still looking for their first base run of the game. We are going to the bottom 3rd, 1-0 for the Mustangs. Back here for the third inning already here in the semifinal of the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament. Westbury in the second inning, 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, leaving 1 runner in scoring position for the second straight at bat. But the Mustangs struck first on an RBI single from Jordy Ogden, and 7, 8, and 9 hitters stood up for the Susquenita Blackhawks. Susquenita still looking for their first base runner, and here is strike 1 to Drew Gibney. Drew Gibney, the Susquenita center fielder. And here's a check swing and tips the bat. Unfortunate right there for Drew Gibney. Wanted to hold up his swing, and he did, but the ball tips his bat, and that's a foul ball for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 to Gibney. Breaking ball. Good waste pitch there for Cole Brown, who has been good through 2 innings. 4 strikeouts. Had 2 strikeouts in each of the first 2 innings. Here comes the 1-2. And here's a high fly ball out to center field. Bryce Smith going after it, but falls in front of him, and that is the base hit to lead off the third inning. Drew Gibney getting the first base hit of the game for Susquenita. And here comes Drew Devon, the left fielder for Susquenita. Our leadoff base runner here for Susquenita. Check over to first, nothing doing. We're going to have a score update in the next inning for the hour semifinal, Greenwood versus Newport. You want to hear something that's very sad about the Greenwood Wildcats? They are such a good team. I mean, just not too long ago, they were in the state championship game, but in a complete history of the Perry County Tournament since 1991, Greenwood has only won 2 games in the Perry County Tournament. They only been to the championship game once. So Greenwood, I mean, they have a tough task indeed against Newport. In fact, that was Greenwood's last game. It was at home against Newport. And the Buffaloes won 7-1. And throw to second, it's in time, but I think the wind pushed the ball a little bit out of Rachel Mason Sano, and it's a stolen base for Drew Gibney. That was a good throw for Terrence Sigler, but I think the wind might have had a big push to get the ball away from second. So it's a stolen base from Gibney. And here is strike to Drew Devon. 2 balls and 1 strike to Drew Devon. Step back, nobody covering second. Drew Gibney, good football player over at Susquenita, and Susquenita, they did have a good season this past fall. Drew Gibney, a fast player. He's showing off on the bases. And here's a swing, and that's got to get out of play to even a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Susquenita with their first base runner of the game, and nobody out with a runner on second. 2-2 coming up here from Cole Brown. And here's a swing, line drive. That's going to go out to left field for a base hit. Ryan Hertzler got to have a quick throw to hold that runner up at third. And Susquenita standing here with runners at the corners, first and third with nobody out. It was a hard hit, which made it easy for Ryan Hertzler out in left field. And now, the number 9 hitter for Susquenita, Billy Seister. Billy Seister, the catcher for Susquenita. he has a chance to tie this game up with a base hit or even a fly ball out to the outfield. That's one thing you got to be careful of here at West Perry with the wind really blowing here. If you have a high fly ball in the outfield, you really have to focus on where that ball is going to go. The wind is pushing to right field. And timeout here at the plate. Well, it's at first and third here with nobody out. Susquenita can tie the game up right here with Billy Seister at the plate. Pitch out. And the throw is going to be cut off by Austin Lyons, thinking that the runner would be going for the plate. So it's a free stolen base here for Drew Devon. And now you have two runners in scoring position. A base hit could give Susquenita the lead. It is 1 ball and no strikes here to Billy Seister after the pitch out. And now we see McKeever in here. And here's a fly ball out to right center. Right fielder Jordy Ogden is going to have it. And he's going to throw it in. And it's a sacrifice fly. Susquenita ties it up on a sacrifice fly from Billy Seister. And we are tied at 1 apiece. Drew Devon also going to third. So 1 out here with a runner at third base now. And it's back to the top of the lineup here for Susquenita. John Erdesy. John Erdesy here, the shortstop. He struck out swinging his first time up to start the ball game. Infield is in here with the third inning. And here's a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. This is a tough spot here for the West Perry defense. Infielders right on the edge of the infield grass. And timeout at the plate. Susquenita starting to play some mind games here. Perry County Tournament Semifinal. We are tied at 1 after a sacrifice fly. Susquenita can get the lead with the same thing. Here's a swing and a miss at the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Erdesy. And pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. Infielders on the edge of the infield grass, and the West Perry outfielders are back deep. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. West Perry needing a big out here. 1 out with the go-ahead run at third base in Drew Devon. John Erdesy here facing a 2-2 count. 2-2. High fastball, way up high for ball 3. Hey, a walk here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because then you have an opportunity to get a double play to get out of the inning. But West Perry would rather have a strikeout here or a ground ball right to the infielders. Here's a 3-2. And that is down low for ball 4. And now you got runners at the corners with 1 out. Hey, that's not the worst thing in the world right there for the West Perry defense. Now you have an opportunity at a ground ball for a double play, and Jeff Sano, the head coach, is going to come out and talk to the infielders. Once again, there is so much going on throughout Pennsylvania this weekend. You got the Perry County Baseball Tournament happening here in Western Perry County. You got WrestleMania 40, the WWE WrestleMania 40, happening at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia this weekend. Last night, the WWE had the Hall of Fame induction ceremony for the class of 2024. Paul Heyman. You probably know him if you're a WWE fan, one of the greatest managers of all time. He gave probably the greatest Hall of Fame speech in the history of the Hall of Fame. He was funny, he was good. Some parts weren't very PG, but it was still fun last night. And apparently, I heard somebody around here in the West Prairie community is going to WrestleMania Sunday tomorrow night for only $50. I'm like, come on! The tickets I saw online, they were at least $200 for those three seats. But somebody getting it for $50? Come on, man! So yeah, you got that going on at WrestleMania. You got, what else? You got the solar eclipse happening on Monday. If you have a chance to go to Erie on Monday, do yourself a favor and go, because it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a solar eclipse in its totality. Even if it's cloudy, like it is today, but hey, with the sunshine, you might have a good chance. And they're saying partly cloudy skies up in Erie this Monday during the solar eclipse, so fingers crossed. But still, it'll get dark for a couple minutes. So here we go. And here's a high fly ball for Conan Reeder. It's not going to be very deep at all as Mason Sano will get at the edge of the outfield grass, and that will not go well as an RBI. No RBI there for Susquenita. We stay level at 1-1 with 2 outs now. John Erdesy at first, Drew Devon at third. Conan Reeder just popped one out right behind second base. And here's Derek Gibney. He ended the first inning with a strikeout. Also this weekend is the first day of trout season. Hope everyone has some good luck fishing this weekend. And it's also a Harrisburg Senators opening weekend. There's a lot going on in Pennsylvania this week. Give it a close eye after a runner at first. That is John Erdesy. Derek Gibney waiting for the first pitch, and again a throw over to first. And Erdesy back safe. Erdesy looking a little bit annoyed. Wind really blowing here at West Perry High School. And time out the plate. We are tied at 1 apiece in the top of the third inning. So it's really tying up on a sacrifice fly in this inning. They're looking to get the lead. And this ball gets away. Gets away from McKeever, and it's got cost a run, and now throw in goes over Mason Sano. And that's not good. He tried to get the out at first with 2 outs, and now Susquenita takes the lead on an E1. We have seen that a few times a season ago. And you desperately try to get it out at first with 2 outs, and then you throw it away. That's one that you cannot give up runs like that. I don't care what team you play for. You cannot give up runs like that. Because now Susquenita has the lead on the E1. And Derek Gibney seeing the first pitch finally for ball 1. It's a breaking ball. That's in for strike 1. West Perry and Susquenita, they are scheduled to face each other again here at West Perry on April 27th. That's a Saturday here at West Perry. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be here for that game because my best friend's getting married that day. I'm one of the groomsmen, so I assume that's a good reason to miss the game. Yeah, best friends getting married. I'm very happy. And oh, a high ball, and that hits Gibney. I don't know exactly where it hit him, but it was definitely up high. So Derek Gibney hopefully will take first base, but Gibney is down. Our athletic trainer here at West Perry, Zach Rudy, very quickly coming out. Not a good inning here for the West Perry defense, and obviously it wasn't intentional with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And we can see Zach Rudy, our athletic trainer here at West Perry, looking across the cheek, it looked like, and Gibney being the tough boy that he is, taking first base. That's scary stuff right there, man. And that was a fastball too. It wasn't a breaking ball. It was a hard fastball. And yeah, he was shaking up a little bit, but now with a big smile on his face. Okay, taking first base. So now runners have first and second with 2 outs. And here's Parker Gardner. Parker Gardner struck out swinging to start the second inning. And breaking ball up high for ball 1. Back when I was in school here, I graduated in 2012 at West Perry, and back then, West Perry versus Susquenita will play each other every year. And every year back there from 2009 to 2012, we played at City Island, where the Harrisburg Senators play, and that was a lot of fun every single year. And there's ball 2. Yeah, it would be nice if we can get that. I guess F&B Field, where the Harrisburg Senators play, I guess they still host a couple of local high school teams. The Central Penn College plays all their home games there. And now here's the ground ball. It's off the third baseman, Quentin Palm, and now the bases are full of Hawks. It was hard hit, and that's going to be rolling an E5. Looking like a routine ground ball. And it's going to be rolling E5, a second error. And now Susquenita with the bases loaded for Chase Fisher. Chase Fisher, the right fielder, he lined out to second his last time up. And here's a high fastball, ball 1. The 8th batter of the inning for Susquenita. Susquenita with a 2-1 lead. And that ball hits the back of the helmet, and that will bring in a run. Things are not going well now for Cole Brown. And the bases remain loaded now 3-1 for Susquenita. So now here is Ison Fleischer, the designated hitter, 2 outs, and bases are loaded again. Now a 3-1 lead for Susquenita. So first pitch, and that hits Fleischer. Back-to-back pitches that hits the batter, and another run comes across the score, and they bat around now. And now Jeff Sandler is probably high enough. 2 runs coming across the score on a hit by pitch with the bases loaded, and the bases are still loaded. And it looks like that's going to be it for Cole Brown. We have a pitching change here in the third. 4-1 lead for Susquenita. And a new pitcher coming up. We'll tell you who it is in just a moment. 2 outs here in the third. Susquenita 4-1 with the bases loaded. We'll be back after this pitching change. New pitcher for the West Prairie Mustangs is Mason Sano. Sano coming over from shortstop, and Cole Brown now going to shortstop position with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Susquenita has four runs in this inning on 2 hits. A couple of hit by pitches, a walk, and 2 errors. And Susquenita now bats around here. And here's Drew Gibney. He started this inning with a base hit and later scored. Now he faces ball 1 on the fastball inside. And here's a swing and a miss from Gibney. Drew Gibney 1-1 with a base hit and carrying on the score to start the 3rd inning. Mason Sound looking to end it with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Now next pitch, swung on and missed from Gibney for strike 2. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, and Mason Sound getting the job done, coming out of shortstop position and then getting the strikeout for strike 3. But Susquenita with 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. A walk and a couple of hit by pitches. We are going to the bottom of the 3rd. Susquenita now leads 4-1. A disastrous top of the 3rd inning for the West Prairie defense. 4 runs for Susquenita on 2 hits and 2 errors, but it could have been worse because Mason Sound came in to pitch the final out of the inning and then gets a strikeout right away to end it. So now, 4-1 lead for Susquenita, and here's the new pitcher, Mason Sano, the leadoff hitter. And it's 1, 2, and 3 hitters stood up for the Mustangs. West Prairie looking to get back on track. Here's the first pitch. Sano looking to bunt. And I believe he tipped it. He definitely ran around at least. So that is strike 1 here to Sano. We forgot to check the score for the other semifinal game, but we'll let you know in the next half inning. As it's 4-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Susquenita. Here's Sano looking at the next pitch. That's ball 1. Final line score for Cole Brown, facing 15 batters in 2 2/3 of an inning. Had 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Only had 1 walk. Gave up 2 hits. Gave up 4 runs, but only 1 of them was earned. So here's 2-1 now to Sano. The 2-1 here. And that's down low for ball 3. Mason Sano walked his first time up to lead off the 1st. And here comes a 3-1 pitch from Chase Fisher. Despite giving up 1 run in the second inning, he has been solid for the most part. Here's a 3-1, and that is in for strike 2. Mason Sano getting the count full for the second straight plate appearance. Will Sano get on base to start the third inning? Here's the 3-2. Here's a swing line drive, and that is foul down the first base line. Ripped hard, but well fouled. Have you ever thought of becoming a baseball umpire? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. The umpire showed us, ladies and gentlemen, it's very real. And without our officials, we would not be playing here today. We want to thank Byron Lebo and Tom Whitmire, our officials here. They'll also be umpiring the championship game coming up later today. And there is a full count pitch again, and that is ball 4. Mason Sano getting on first with another walk. 2 plate appearances, 2 walks. Here comes Austin Lyons. He put Mason Sano at second with a sacrifice bunt, so no official at bat yet for Austin Lyons. Will he be going for it again? And nope, he's got swing. It's off the pitcher's glove. It's got to be a tough play and no throw. And that has got to be a base hit for Austin Lyons. It went off of Chase Fisher's glove, which made it hard for Reeder to get the play at first, but it's got to be ruled an infield single. Mason Sano going over to second. Mustangs are brewing again. Here's Cole Brown now. No doubt he would like to have the last inning back. But now Cole Brown, the new shortstop, showing bunt, and he pulls it back for ball 1. Cole Brown grounded out to second. His first time out, making him 0 for 1 heading into this plate appearance. And showing bunt again, pulls it back as called, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the new West Perry shortstop, Cole Brown. And bunt again. He gets it down. It's got to be a cross play. And a second baseman, Reeder, covering first. And that's a good sacrifice from Cole Brown to put 2 runners in scoring position now. And it's 1 out. Here comes Bryce Smith now. The only West Perry player to strike out through the first 9 batters. Bryce Smith 0 for 1. He ended the first inning with a strikeout. And once again, I don't know why Reeder is doing this. The second baseman, Colton Reeder, was right behind the pitching mound for the first pitch against Bryce Smith. Strike 1, and here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Bryce Smith with a good opportunity here to cut into the 3-run lead for Susquenita. 0-2 now. Swing, that's hit over the shortstop. Got to be quick on this one, and a throw just in time. And that's the second out, but a run does come across the score. So a 6-3 RBI makes it 4-2. Mason Sano scoring from third. And Austin Lyons going over to third. Here's Braden McKeever. He was hit by a pitch to start the second inning, and he came around to score on a base hit from RBI base hit from Jordy Ogden, and there is ball 1. 1-0. And that is going to get out of play for strike one. Big crowd here. West Perry versus Susquenita. All the baseball fans in Perry County are here at West Perry High School. Newport versus Greenwood happening on the junior varsity baseball field on the other side of the campus here, right behind the high school. And that game is being broadcast live on Facebook, Perry County Talk Sports Zone. We're on third with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Brandon McKeever. Here's the next pitch. That's well inside. And a good scoop there from Billy Seister to make sure that ball doesn't get back to the box out. That could have scored a run. But it's 2 balls and 1 strike here to the West Perry first baseman. Here's the 2-1. Swing, and that hits Fisher. Fisher looks like he's okay. He'll flip over to first, and that will end the inning. That ball was hit hard, and Fisher didn't look like he was affected by it so much because he was able to get to first easily. But West Perry does score a run, and after 3 innings, it is 4-2 Susquenita. You are watching the 30th annual Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal. West Perry versus Susquenita exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the 4th inning. Susquenita leads 4-2. We're back here now for the top half of inning number 4. And Susquenita looking to add on to their 4-2 lead. We just checked the score on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Newport is currently leading Greenwood 11-3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here is ball 1 now to Drew Devitt, and a high snap. Oh, what a play for Sando. Reaches up, makes the grab, and throws it over to first. What a play for Mason Sando for the first out. Wow. Mason Sando, not the tallest guy on the West Prairie team, but he knows how to jump. Probably because of his basketball skills. But, yeah, he just reached up for it and snagged it. And now, here is Billy Seister. Billy Seister got Susquenita on the board with a sacrifice fly. And there's ball 2. Yeah, that play right there, that might be on the top 10 place list for West Prairie Broadcasting. That was an incredible play. And here's ball 3 now to Billy Seister. 3-0 to the number 9 hitter and the Susquenita catcher, Billy Seister. That's a 3-0 from Sando. And there's a called strike right down the middle. West Prairie looking for their 11th Perry County Championship in 12 years. And here's a line drive, and that's going to go out to left field for a base hit. Billy Seister, the Number 9 here for Susquenita, putting on a show. Now 1-for-1 with a base hit. Susquenita has a run-out base runner. And now a pinch runner coming up here for Susquenita is number 31, Galen Wenrich. So now back to the top of the lineup. Here's John Erdesy. Erdesy 0-for-1. He walked and later carried on to score his last time up. Struck out swinging to start the first. And now a quick throw over to first. Nothing doing. Mason Sano, he is a junior for West Prairie. He didn't pitch a whole lot a year ago, especially at home. But here he is in the Prairie County tournament, and runners going in a high throw to second, and a tag is in time. Susquenita fans can't believe it was a high throw, and Cope and Austin Lyons able to get down and apply the tag. Galen Wenrich caught stealing for the second out. So now you got 2 outs with the bases empty. It's 1-1 count here to Erdesy. And now oh, what a play here for Hertzler, and throw to third in time. Quentin Palm with the nice grab. And that will end the inning. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth. Still 4-2 for Susquenita. What a way better defensive inning for the West Prairie Mustangs, despite giving up 1 hit. It was an incredible defensive inning for the Mustangs. A leaping grab from Mason Sano on the mound got the first out. And then Tanner Sigler able to throw to second to get Galen Wenrich out when the second baseman Austin Lyons went down to apply the tag. And then to end the inning, Quentin Palm getting down on a hard hit ball to get the runner out of first. What a defensive inning for the Mustangs. Now down by 2, and the Mustangs get back into this game. Bottom fourth we go. And here is Wyatt Fritz. Wyatt Fritz, the designated hitter, ground out to second his first time up. And he faces 1-0. And here's a swing. That's a line drive, and that just went over my car. My car is up there, and it just missed it. Here's a chopper. Gonna be a tough play. And a throw here. It gets down past the first baseman. Looked like a good throw, but just short of the first baseman. And that's going to go down as an error. Wyatt Fritz The throw was definitely in time. And Mason Stanley or Jeff Stanley, the head coach of West Prairie, just wanted to make sure. That's going to be ruled an E6. Throw was just short. And got away from the first baseman, Derek Gibney. So now we're going to have a pinch runner here for the Mustangs. Gannon Wilson. A new name on the West Prairie roster this year. Gannon Wilson is now pinch running for Wyatt Fritz. So layoff base runner after the error. And here's Jordy Ogden. Jordy Ogden had an RBI single in the second inning to put West Prairie on the board first. And there's ball one. Jordy Ogden ripped one out to center field. Now around first after the error with nobody out, Winner of this game likely going to face Newport in the championship. And there's a bunt and blowing back. And Wilson able to get back in time. The throw was offline. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Ogden. Jordy's older brother, Quentin Ogden, graduated a year ago. And here's a ground ball. This could be a double play and a good effort, but the throw to first is not in time. It's a fielder's choice for Jordy Ogden. Gannon Wilson out at second. And here comes the senior Ryden Hertzler. Lay down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. So no official at bat for him in this game. Here's the first pitch. And that's in for strike one. No bunt signs this time for Hertzler. And strike one. The 0-1. Just inside. Almost had to duck out. Had to slide out of the way there a little bit. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike to Ryden Hertzler. It's the 1-1. Swing, foul tip into the catcher's glove for strike 2. Runner on first with 1 out. Jordy Ogden sitting pretty there at first. There's the 1-2. Ogden on the move and is swung on and fouled away, and that hit somebody's car. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, that's the thing here at the West Prairie Varsity Field. The parking lot is right behind us here, down the first baseline, and if you park there, you're taking a big risk of getting your car hit by a foul ball. And here comes another foul ball towards the parking lot. And that ball took a bounce and went to the back of somebody's pickup truck. Like, I've been broadcasting West Prairie baseball for 4 years now, and I've never seen a smashed window, at least not yet. And here's a breaking ball. Ogden on his way to second, and strike free to Hertzler, but Ogden safe at second on a stolen base. Big inning here for the Mustangs. Down by 2. They don't need to tie it up right away. But now here comes Tanner Sigler, the number 9 hitter for West Prairie. He grounded out to shortstop his first time up. And there's ball 1 to Sigler. Tanner Sigler is the younger brother of Nolan Sigler, who was a great wrestler here at West Prairie, now wrestling at Division I Bloomsburg. Here's a hit. This is Steven. This is going to go past everybody. This is a gapper for a base hit. The run is going to come across the score, and Tanner Sigler has an RBI double. First extra base hit of the game goes for Tanner Sigler and brings in a run, now 4-3. The high fastball, not a problem for Tanner Sigler. And brings in a run to make it 4-3. Now the tying run is in scoring position. And timeout called here. Susquenita head coach is Austin Endonicio coming out to talk to Chance Fisher. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and the Mustangs have just made a 1-run ball game. Once again, Susquenita is going to be looking, if they win here, they'll be looking for their first Perry County championship since going back-to-back in 2009 and 2010. And now back to the top of the lineup for the Mustangs. Here is Mason Sano. Mason Sano, 2 plate appearances, 2 walks. Could be looking to swing here. A new pitcher for West Perry, Mason Sano. He looks at a breaking ball for strike 1. Mason Sano walked twice already, back in the 1st and in the 3rd inning. Mason Sano came around to score in the 3rd inning. He was trying out 3rd, and here's a high chopper. It got to be quick for Speed Sano, and a throw is in time. Easy play for Colton Reeder. Now Mustangs strike for 1 more. And it's now a 4-3 ball game after 4 innings. You are watching the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal. West Perry versus Susquenita, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. After 4 innings, Susquenita leads 4-3. We'll be back for the 5th inning. We have an exciting one in a semifinal here for the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament. Susquenita had a 4-1 lead. West Perry had a 1-0 lead to start the game with in the 2nd inning. Then Susquenita scoring 4 runs in the 3rd inning, and West Perry has scored 1 run in each of the last 3 innings. So now Susquenita under a little bit of pressure despite having a 1-run lead. And now, here is Colton Reeder. Reeder facing ball 1. Mason Sano doing a nice job. Only gave up 1 hit since he came in to pitch for Cole Brown, who is now at shortstop. And here's 1-0. And chopper here to 3rd. Paul having trouble with it, and that gets down, and now throw. It's going to be an E5. That's the 2nd error of the game for Quentin Palm over at third base. And it's a layoff base runner here in inning number 5. Here's Derek Gibney now. It was hit by a pitch. It was a scary scene facing Cole Brown. Derek Gibney was hit above the shoulders, but he was able to power back up, and now he is having another at bat. 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. Strikeout swing to end the first inning. Timeout at the plate. Throw over. And Colton Reeder able to get back safely at first. Wind has been blowing all day long, ladies and gentlemen. These two games were originally scheduled 2 weeks ago, but of course heavy rain postponed to today, and these two games were originally scheduled for 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock today, but we want to take care of the field first, so have at 1 and 4 o'clock today. And there's strike one here to Derek Gibney. Sal deliver an 0-1 pitch. And there's ball one. Tanner Singler behind the plate has been doing very well here for the West Prairie Mustangs. No wild pitches. He had a dive for a couple of tough ones so far in this game. But Tanner Singler doing very well behind the plate. One ball, one strike count, nobody out with a runner on first. And it's getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Brown was jumping there, thinking, it's so close. You gotta be careful if you're Colton Reeder there at first base. Everybody say he'll go for it again. No, he won't this time. No throw, a pump fake over to first. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the Susquenita first baseman. Susquenita, this is only their second game of the season. They started the year back on March 28th. And now a runner goes. Rear slides, and that goes out to the center field. And not going to take a risk on Bryce Smith. It's going to be a stolen base. And that was strike 2 to Derek Gibney. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now with a runner in scoring position. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. And that's well in the dirt. And that gets away. Segura having trouble with it. And that's going to be a wild pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Gibney. And Reeder advancing to third on a wild pitch. First one of the game for the West Prairie. That could have been worse. Sigler had a tough time finding the ball. And found out it was to his left. 3-2. That's down low. Ball 4. Susquenita now with runners at first and third with nobody out. Here comes Parker Gardner. 0 for 2. He reached on an error his last time up in the third. The third inning was a disaster for West Prairie. 4 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors in that inning. West Prairie coming 3 already. And a runner goes to second, and that pitch is swung on by Gardner and fouled back for strike 1. Mustangs trying to keep this a one-run game. But Susquenita threatening with runners at the corners with nobody out. Derek Gibney at first. Colton Reeder at third. And a pump fake throw to third. Trying to keep that base runner steady. Here's a runner, and decided to go back with Gibney, and that is strike two to Gardner. Gibney thought about going for a second, but he puts on the brakes right away, goes back to first. No balls and two strikes now here to Gardner. Check over at first. Gibney back safely. The 0-2. Runner goes again. A high fly ball. This is going to be in the infield. Being called for it by Cole Brown. Brown able to make the grab, and that's the first out of the inning. So one out here now with runners at first and third. And here's Chase Fisher. Chase Fisher 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up, and he was stranded at second in the third inning. He lined out to Austin Lyons at second his first time in the second. The wind now starting to push towards the plate here. And now runner goes and swung on and fouled back for strike one. Susquenita definitely trying to produce the hit and run. That's the second time they went for it, and it didn't pay off. Here's the 0-1, and nobody going again. It's ball one. One ball, one strike here to the Susquenita right fielder. And here's the next pitch, and that just misses below the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike. Fifth inning here, and it's a good one in the Perry County Tournament semifinal. Newport is dominating Greenwood right now. So Newport is likely going to be facing the winner of this game in the championship. And inside pitch for ball 3. The Mustang defense looking for a ground ball for a potential double play. And that pitch is up high for ball 4. And Susquenita, for a third time in this game, has the bases loaded. Colton Reeder at third. Derek Gibney at second. And now Chase Fisher at first. And here's Ison Fleischer. He'll come with the bat, but not before Jeff Sano comes out to talk to the Westbury infielders. Big spot here. Westbury trying to keep this a one-run game in the late stages of the Perry County semifinal. It has been a long time since West Perry baseball has not reached the Perry County championship game. We'll have to look that up before the end of this game. Like, when was the last time West Perry did not go to the Perry County championship game? We'll find that out before the end of this game. And now the bases umpire Myron Lebo getting confirmation of something, and he said something that makes it sound that made him laugh a little bit. So here we go. Bases are loaded with one out. Ison Fleischer, and he fouls one back for strike one on the first pitch. Fleischer, the Susquenita designated hitter. 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. And he struck out looking to end the second inning. He's playing a double play formation. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. Big spot here. West Perry trying to keep this a one-run game. Susquenita trying to blow this game open. Here's the 0-2, and called strike three. Ison Fleischer called on strikes for the second time, and that's a big out number two. So here comes Drew Gibney. 1 for 2. He led off the third inning with a base hit and came around to score. Then he ended the third inning with a strikeout. And first pitch to Gibney is fouled away. Out of play, strike one. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics, but today I am known as the Golden Pipes of Perry County Baseball. And here's the 0-1 pitch, and missing the strike zone for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the Susquenita center fielder. There's a swing out towards center field. Bryce Smith has a read on it, and he'll make the grab, and that will end the inning. A big inning brewing for Susquenita, getting the bases loaded, but no score. And we are going to the bottom fifth. West Perry will look to tie it up or perhaps take the lead in the bottom half of the fifth inning. We are back here for the bottom half of the fifth inning. West Perry has scored 1 run in each of the last 3 innings. And Susquenita is looking to make history happen right now. Because, well, not right now because it's the fifth inning. There's still time left for the West Perry Mustangs. But we just found out the answer. The last time that West Perry has not made it to the Perry County Championship game, they have made it every year since not making it in 2005. It has been a long time. West Perry has been in a championship game every year since 2006. The last time they did not go to the championship game was in 2005. Newport won it over Susquenita in that championship game. So here we go. Austin Lyons to lead us off, and the 0-1 pitch is down low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. West Prairie had the lead first in the second inning. And West Prairie has scored 1 run in the second, third, and fourth innings. And now down by a run. 2 balls and 1 strike. Susquenita has had some chances to score throughout this game. They have left the bases loaded twice in this game, in the third and fifth inning. And now here's a ground ball over to the second baseman. Ground out here. One second baseman grounds out to the other, and that is how the fifth inning gets underway with a ground out. To second, just like how it ended in the fourth. So up next here is the shortstop Cole Brown. Pitched for 2 2/3 of an inning. Before being taken out in the third, Mason Santos took over the mound ever since. And here's a called strike 1 to Brown. And here's a swing by Brown out towards right field. And a right fielder hangs up with it. Nice job there for Chase Fisher to stick with it. And there's out number 2. Coming up after this game, we'll have the Perry County Championship game right here on the West Prairie Athletic Bar YouTube channel. The consolation game will be broadcasted on Facebook. Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. First pitch to Bryce Smith hits his foot. And Bryce Smith becomes a 2-out base runner with a hit by pitch. Not ideal, of course. I mean, if you're a really good pitcher and you try to hit the foot, then that's just really good accuracy. No, definitely not intentional, of course. Chance Fisher hit a couple of batters so far in this game. And here's the first pitch swing from Brandon McKeever. And running out of room is the right fielder. He gets out of room and out of play. And strike 1 to McKeever. Brandon McKeever, he scored first for the Mustangs after being hit by a pitch in the second inning. He grounded out to the pitcher to end the third inning, making him 0 for 1. And here's a swing and right back towards the West Prairie dugout. Thank goodness for that fence by strike 2. Like, you'd be surprised how many dugouts there are in high school baseball that don't have a fence in front of them. Just ask Camp Hill. Camp Hill dugouts, they don't have any fences. If a foul ball goes right to you, you better duck. So 0-2. 0-2 the count now to McKeever, but 2 outs and run on first. Here in the bottom of the 5th, here's the 0-2, and here's a ground ball over to second. Reeder out, coming up with it. Throw to first is in time, and the side is retired. The scoring streak ends for the Mustangs, and it's still a 4-3 game after 5. You are watching the 30th annual Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal, West Prairie versus Susquenita, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. We'll be back for inning number 6. We are back here for inning number 6. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first of 2 meetings this season between West Perry and Susquenita. These 2 teams will be back here at West Perry on April 25th, or excuse me, April 27th. That's Saturday here at West Perry in just a few weeks. So here we go with the top half of inning number 6. And for Susquenita, it is 8-9-1 hitters as Drew Devon looks at strike 1. Drew Devon was robbed out of a base hit his last time up. A line drive right to Mason, or bouncer right to Mason Sano. Sano able to leap up and grab it. And throw to first was well in time. And here's 1 ball, 1 strike here to the Susquenita left fielder. And there is called strike 2. Susquenita had the bases loaded in the last inning. Second time in this game that Susquenita stranded the bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Devon. And here's a ground ball over to Cole Brown at short. Brown, a long throw to McKeever first in time. And that's out number 1 to start inning number 6. For Susquenita in the 5th inning, no runs on no hits and 1 error. That was on third baseman Quentin Palm and leaving the bases loaded. Here is Billy Seister. And here is strike 1 to Seister. Seister having a good game, 1 for 1. He had a sacrifice fly in the 3rd. And then had a base hit before he was caught stealing 2nd in the 4th inning. And a bunt, and he ran around, strike 2 to Seister, the Susquenita catcher. Mason Sano has been good so far in this game since coming in for Cole Brown. And the next pitch, 0-2, outside, good waste pitch there for Sano. Mason Sano, of course, the son of head coach Jeff Sano, a junior this year for West Perry. The 1-2, swing, ground ball, McKeever with it, and flip over to first. It's close and in time, says Myron Lebo. Nice play, 3-1 for the 2nd out. I know Mason Sano since he was a little boy, because when I was in school here, I was a manager on the West Perry baseball team, and every now and then, Mason Sano, when he was in elementary school, he would come to practice sometimes, have fun with the guys, and now, a junior in high school. I mean, seriously, where does the time go? He ain't that little boy no more, not even close. And now he's pitching for his dad's team. And here's 1-0 to John Erdesy, back to the top of the lineup for Susquenita. Erdesy looking at ball 2. Erdesy 0 for 2. He walked and scored in the 3rd inning. Now facing 2-0, a good hitters count coming up here to John Erdesy, and that is ball 3. Game is far from over here. A trip to the Perry County Championship game is on the line here. Let's break down by a run. And there is ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to John Erdesy. And Susquenita once again has a 2-out base runner. Susquenita went down 1-2-3 in each of the first 2 innings. And then a big 3rd inning. And that ball hits Colton Reeder. Now Reeder is all right. They're sprinting towards first on a hit by pitch. A little bit of a 2-out rally now They are now 0 for 3. And being hit by a pitch, no good. Here is Derek Gibney. Derek Gibney swings that first pitch. McKeever able to knock it down, throw to first, and Sale covers it and is well in time. That's all for McKeever to bat that ball down. That's twice in this inning. McKeever knocks it down to fight Sale covering first. And we are going to the bottom half of inning number 6. West Perry looking to tie the game with a run or perhaps take the lead here in the bottom half of inning number 6 coming up. West Perry down by a run. We are back here for the bottom half of inning number 6. Susquenita needs 6 outs to advance to the Perry County Championship game. They are looking to dethrone the 2-time defending Perry County champion West Perry Mustangs. Newport currently leading 12-5 in the bottom of the 5th inning. That broadcast over on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Championship game here will be broadcast here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. The consolation game will be broadcast on Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. A check swing appeal down to the base umpire, and Lebo saying he went around. Layoff hitter here is Wyatt Fritz, the designated hitter for the Mustangs. Strike 1. Time running out on the Mustangs. 0-1. Here's the next pitch. And that's called strike 2. West Perry scored 1 run in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings. And they were kept scoreless in the last inning. Here's the next pitch. And that's in the dirt. Ideally, for a waste pitch, you wanted to be close to the strike zone, but that was too easy for Wyatt Fritz to lay off. Chance Fisher still pitching for Susquenita. He got a little bit in trouble in the 2nd inning, but he has been solid throughout this game. West Perry so far 3 runs on just 3 hits. Here's the 1-2. Curveball, and in there for called strike 3. And that is the first out of the inning. Here comes Jordy Ogden. Jordy Ogden, 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice this last time up and came around to score in the 4th inning. He had an RBI base hit back in the 2nd to give West Perry a 1-0 lead. And here is ball 1 to Jordy Ogden, the West Perry right fielder. Newport currently up 12-5 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Breaking ball inside for ball 2. The 2-0 to Ogden. Inside again for ball 3. Chance Fisher going around the strike zone here. And a dangerous hitter And really, it's been the bottom of the lineup producing more for the West Perry Mustangs. Here's the 3-0 right down the middle for strike one. Yeah, that's a gimme right there. That's a free take right there for Ogden. 3-1 here. Chance Fisher looking to send Susquenita to Prairie County Championship game. And that has fouled him off the catcher's mask. And after starting the about 3-0, it's now full at 3-2. West Perry leads all the Perry County schools in this tournament with 18 county championships. Susquenita is second with 8. Newport has 3 championships. There's a swing and a miss from Jordy Ogden. Back-to-back strikeouts for Fisher. And there are 2 away now for Ryden Hertzler. That is strikeout number 4 for Chance Fisher. West Perry's down to their final 4 outs now. Here is strike 1 to Ryden Hertzler. The senior left fielder, 0 for 1, has sacrifice bunt in the second, and he struck out swinging back in the 4th. The 0-1, breaking ball, strike 2. Bases are empty. It's Chance Fisher looking to strike out the side. The 0-2, breaking ball, just missing. The Susquenita bench wanting that one. A really good waste pitch and a good take for Hertzler. There's a swing, and that's got to get foul. Still 1-2. There's the 1-2, and that hits Hertzler. Definitely not intentional, so the Mustangs now have the tying run at first base. And here comes Tanner Sigler. What a game he's been having. He's 1 for 2. He has been excellent behind the plate all game long, despite only 1 wild pitch. But Tanner Sigler has the only extra base hit of this game. It was an RBI double back in the 4th that made the score exactly where it is now. And appears that's going to be it for Chance Fisher. New pitcher coming up for Susquenita. We'll take a break to tell you who it is in just a moment. Pitching change here for Susquenita. We are back here to resume action in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on first. And the new pitcher for Susquenita is Austin Christ. Austin Chris, one of the better pitchers for Susquenita this season. He's coming in, needing 4 outs to send Susquenita to the Perry County Championship game, which will be broadcast live right here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. West Perry has made it to the Perry County Championship every year since 2006. And Susquenita is 4 outs away from stopping that long streak. And here we go with Tanner Sigler looking at ball 1. Tanner Sigler with the only extra base hit in this game. It was a 2-out double that brought in a run to make it 4-3 back in the 4th. And here's strike 1 to Sigler, the West Perry catcher. Only 1 wild pitch so far for West Perry in this game, but Tanner Sigler has been fantastic behind the plate for the West Perry Mustangs. Ryan Hertzler at first after being hit by a pitch. And here's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Sigler. Gonna be desperation time coming up for the Mustangs. Mason Sano at the top of the lineup is on deck. Step off here for Christ. Austin Christ, the new pitcher for Susquenita. The 1-2. And hit high in the air. That's got to get out of play. And still 1-2. Ryan Hertzler, the senior left fielder at first, was putting his Hot Wheels on. It was off to the races right there. That's what you do with 2 outs. You just keep going. And try not to get tagged out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and that's going to get out of play. Austin Chris trying to get Tanner Sigler on the high fastball. That was back-to-back high fastballs. Well, he looked to make it 3 in a row. It would look like a breaking ball that time, and Sigler had to duck out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. The tying run is at first base. The 2-2. And that hits the bat. A check swing. And it's still 2-2. Remember Tanner Sigler, he hit that double. It was a high fastball that he hit it off of. So going for a high fastball might not be a good idea for Austin Christ. The 2-2 again. High fastball. Throw back to first. And Hertzler able to get back. It's a full count now. 3-2. The 3-2. In there. And wait a minute. What? I don't know what that signal was, but I guess it was ball 4. The runner was going on a full count pitch with 2 outs. I mean, he swiped the umpire Tom Whitmire. I don't know what that signal was. He just flew his arm away, but that was ball 4 apparently. And here's Mason Sano at the top of the lineup. Mason Sano 0 for 1. He has walked twice in this game. He grounded out to second his last time out to end the 4th inning. The tying run is at second. The go-ahead run is at first. And it's 1-1 to Mason Sano. We have seen Mason Sano with late-game heroics in 3 years. And here's a high fly ball. The wind might have an issue with this. And it's going to be kept in and caught by Colton Reeder. And Susquenita is 3 outs away from going to the Perry County Championship. We are going into the 7th and final inning of regulation. West Perry down by 1, and Susquenita will be looking for some insurance in the top of the 7th. You are watching the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament Semifinal. West Perry versus Susquenita, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for the inning number 7. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. I thought the Perry County Championship game was fantastic a year ago, and it was. But we have a nail biter here in the semifinal. West Perry versus Susquenita. And the Susquenita Blackhawks will be looking for some insurance runs here in the 7th. And here is Mason Sales still pitching for the Mustangs, and Parker Gardner looking at strike 1. Parker Gardner, 0 for 3. He reached on an error back in the 3rd. And here's a swing and a miss from Gardner for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2. And that's well in the dirt for ball 1. Newport is well on their way to going to the Perry County Championship game. They are dominating the Greenwood Wildcats right now. And they'll await the winner of this game at 4 o'clock. Less than an hour. And here's a swing, and that'll get out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Parker Gardner, the Susquenita third baseman. Wind has been blowing hard all day. We still have a championship game to come. The 1-2. And that's inside for ball 2. What makes West Perry a little bit different from all the other teams in the Perry County tournament is that West Perry does face somewhat better competition than the 3 other schools do. Because Susquenita, well, hold on, I thought here. Here's a ground ball to Cole Brown, and a nice scoop for McKeever, and it's an out. Nice job for McKeever to hang on to the scoop, and there is 1 out. So West Perry, they're the only team in this tournament from the Mid-Penn Conference. They are in the Colonial Division, and they face teams like James Buchanan, who is currently undefeated right now. They also face teams like Northern, Shippensburg, Waynesboro, Greencastle, Big Spring. I mean, they face some really tough teams in that division. And, I mean no disrespect for the Tri-Valley Athletic Association. It is a good league. It really is. Like, you got Newport up there, Susquenita, Greenwood, like all really good teams who do well in the District 3 playoffs. And then here's a throw here, and that is an infield single. Infield single for Chase Fisher. The throw was not in time. Good effort there for Quentin Palm at third, but the throw was not in time. It was an infield single, and the sun's starting to come out now for Ison Fleischer, the Susquenita designated hitter. Fleischer 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. He was the last batter that faced Cole Brown. Other than that, Ison Fleischer has struck out looking twice. Sun's shining bright now. Got a break in the crowds. And it's now 1 ball. Throw over to first. Nothing doing. Oh, the sun feels good right now. Got a nice break in the clouds here. And it's quickly got to go away here in a second. Here's the next pitch. And that's down low for ball 2. 2-0 here to Ison Fleischer. Chase Fisher at first after the infield single with 1 out. And I actually take that back. We actually have a pinch hitter. And Jeff Sano on 2-0 is going to come out for Mason Sano. We have a pinch hitter here for Susquenita. This is Chris Palm. Chris Palm here, pinch hitting. A big spot here. We rarely see Jeff Sano coming out in the middle of an at-bat. But when you're down by a run in the last inning, you need to talk to your pitcher, especially when that pitcher is your son. 2-0 the count here. To Chris Palm, a pinch hitter here for Susquenita. And man, he's gotta be caught. Here's a line drive and splash down here. The outfield is a little bit muddy here, and it's especially wet down the first and third base lines. So 2 balls and a strike now to Chris Palm. And there's a called strike 2. Runner on first with 1 out and a 2-2 count to the pinch hitter Palm. Wind's starting to blow here yet again towards right field. And next pitch is down low in the dirt. And it's a full count, 3-2. Big pitch coming up here from Mason Sano. 3-2. And in there for a called strike 3, and that's out number 2. Up next here is Drew Gibney. 1 for 3. He had 2 at-bats in the third. He started the third with a single, and Larry Carolina scored. Then he ended the third inning with a strikeout, and then he flew out to Bryce Smith out in center field his last time up. A good hitter here in Drew Gibney. Here's the first pitch to Gibney, and it's in the dirt for ball 1. Nice stop there for Tanner Sigler. Newport will await the winner of this game in the Perry County Championship. And here's 1-0. And there is called strike 1. Susquenita is the only undefeated team in this tournament. But then again, they only had 1 game. Here's the 1-1. There's a line drive bullet out to center field. Out, get down in front of Bryce Smith for a base hit. Susquenita brewing with 2 outs. It's a 2-out base hit, and the second of the game for Drew Gibney, making him 2 for 4. Up next here is Drew Devon. He's 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the third. And 2 groundouts to the pitcher and the shortstop. And here's strike 1 to Drew Devon. West Prairie has Austin Lyons, Cole Brown, and Bryce Smith due up in the bottom of the 7th. And step back here, nobody covering second. We're going all out on the concession stands today here at West Prairie. We got some treats up there, and there's a big barrel of beef vegetable soup. That sounds really good right now, considering how cold it is. If there's any left up there, I'm gonna get me a bowl. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, I gotta get me a bowl of soup before the championship game. Warm myself up a little bit. Here's the 1-1. And that's down low for ball 2. The 2-1. And it's up high off a sinker a little bit. Able to hang on to it, however. But it's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Susquenita is 1 pitch away from getting the bases loaded. Looking for some insurance here in the 7th and final inning. And step back, and oh, that was close. McKeever thought he had Drew Gibney out at first. But oh, that was dangerously close. The infielders were in motion going towards first and second. Both runners back in time. Man, that was close. Next pitch, chopper over to Lyons. Lyons having trouble with it. He has to throw it, and he does. And out at first. McKeever able to keep his foot on the bag. And that's out number 3 to keep this a 1-run ball game hanging to the bottom of the 7th. It is time to stretch. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. And West Prairie needing 1 run and 2 for a walk-off. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting finish in the Perry County semifinal. West Prairie, last chance coming up. Bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance coming up for the Mustangs, down by a run. Susquenita has scored all 4 runs in the 3rd inning on 2 hits and 2 errors. A haunting inning for the West Prairie Mustangs. Will that prove to be decisive for Susquenita? The Blackhawks are 3 outs away from advancing to the Perry County Championship game where they'll take on Newport. And here we go. Austin Lyons, the number 2 hitter on the lineup. 2, 3, and 4 hitters stood up for the Mustangs. And here's Austin Lyons, the second baseman. 1 for 2. He had a base hit back in the 3rd. And here he swings at the first pitch, and that'll go foul for strike 1. Desperation time here for the Mustangs. They have been to the Perry County Championship every year since 2006. And now, here's ball one to the Lions. Susquenita has not been to the Perry County Championship game since winning it in 2010. History is about to be made here if this score holds up. And here's ball two. Austin Christ came in the last inning, needing 4 outs. He got 1. He needs 3 more. And there is ball 3. Hey, we have seen comebacks before in this tournament. A great example last year in the Perry County Championship game when West Perry was down 6-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th, and then scoring 6 runs to beat the Newport Buffaloes in the championship game in one of the wildest finishes we will ever see in the Perry County Baseball Tournament. 3-1. And outside, and there's your tying run at first base. The key here for the West Perry Mustangs is to stay patient. You do not have to be totally aggressive here. You just need to get on base in any way you can. Here's Cole Brown. And bunt goes down, and Chris having trouble, and able to throw it off first in time. That's a successful sacrifice bunt for Cole Brown. And there's 1 away. Austin Lions going over to second. That's the second time that Cole Brown has laid down a sacrifice bunt. It was not handled well at first by Austin Christ, but able to get the out first anyway. Here's Bryce Smith. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner coming up here at second for Austin Lions. We'll see who it will be. It looks like it's going to be Trent Huckenberry. You know that name. If you're a West Perry football fan, you know who Trent Huckenberry is. He is a fast dude. And that is exactly who is going to be going to second. Trent Huckenberry, is now pinch running for Austin Lions at second base. Here's Bryce Smith. 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch this last time in the 5th inning. He had a ground out to shortstop that resulted in an RBI in the 3rd. He struck out swinging to end the 1st inning. And Bryce Smith looking at ball 1 in the dirt. The tying run is at second with 1 out after a sacrifice bunt from Cole Brown. Bryce Smith, who last year hit a home run that surprised everybody when it happened against Big Spring. And it's 2-0 now to the West Perry center fielder. The 2-0 swing at the high fastball for strike 1. It's very important here. Down by Ryan, the last half inning. And here's a swing, and that will get off play. Now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up, we'll have the post-game wrap-up here for the semifinal. Final stats, our player of the game, and we'll be set for the Perry County Championship. Ground ball here to third. It's grounded easily by Derek Gibney. Runner goes over to third, and there are 2 away now. The Mustangs are now down to their final out, and it's going to be Braden McKeever. Trent Hockenberry at third base. The tying run is 90 feet away from tying this game up. But Braden McKeever now, the junior for the Mustangs, is the final out. And here is strike 1. Austin Christ looking to shut down the Mustangs. And fans to their first Perry County Championship since 2010. The 0-1 swing, he went around, and the Mustangs are down to their final strike in their home opener. The Mustangs down to their final strike. The 0-2 swing out towards center field. It gets down. We have a tie ball game with Brady McKeever, RBI single, and the Mustangs are all fired up. Brady McKeever with 2 strikes and 2 outs has tied the game with an RBI single. First base hit for McKeever in this game. And now, a new ball game. Here's Wyatt Fritz, the designated hitter for the Mustangs. And he looks at a high fastball for ball 1. What do I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Do not count out the West Prairie Mustangs, especially on their home field. When they're in tight situations like these, they capitalize. And we have a brand new ball game. 1-1 here to Wyatt Fritz. And there is strike 2. And a runner goes. McKeever is not going to have a throw. And McKeever is at second with a stolen base. The winning run is now in scoring position. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. The side is retired, but the Mustangs do get the run. And we are going to extra innings in the Perry County semifinal. Newport Buffaloes await the winner of this game, and we're going to extra innings tied at 4. You are watching the 2024 Perry County Baseball Tournament semifinal. West Prairie versus Susquenita, exclusively on the Perry County on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. We'll be back for the 8th inning here at West Prairie. We thought this game would be over by now, but here we are in extra innings after West Prairie scored the tying run in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs and 2 strikes. Brandon McKeever, right now the hero, but it's not over yet. It's 4-4 in the 8th inning, and it's 9-1 and 2 hitters stood up for Susquenita. And here's Billy Seister. Seister, next pitch. He hits it high. He hits it shallow outfield, and that's going to fall out of Rachel Cole Brown. And that's a leadoff base hit. Billy Seister with his second hit. It wasn't hit hard, but it was placed perfectly for the Susquenita catcher. And now Galen Winrich once again will pinch run in the 8th inning. He is the go-ahead run. The Newport Buffaloes dominate the Greenwood Wildcats. They await the winner of this game. So back to the top of the lineup for John Erdesy. Erdesy walked twice and scored once. And the pitch runner goes and out at second. Galen Winrich had a delayed jump, which made it easy for Tanner Strickler to get him out at second. One ball and no strikes to count to John Erdesy. And now bases are empty with one out. After Galen Winrich was caught stealing second. Here's the next pitch and swung on out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. We could be here for a while later. The championship game is expected to start at 4. I don't think that's going to happen. And there's a called strike 2 to the Susquenita shortstop at the top of the lineup. Mason Sano has been fantastic so far since coming in at the 3rd inning. No runs allowed for Mason Sano. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sure, Mason has put himself into a little bit of pressure in a couple innings since coming in, but it paid off every single time. No runs scored. All 4 runs for Susquenita came in the 3rd inning. 3-2 now to the Susquenita leadoff hitter. Next pitch and inside and called strike 3, and that's out number 2. John Erdesy was on his way over to first, but called strike 3 by the home plate umpire. And there are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to Colton Reeder. And he swings at the fastball for strike 1. Colton Reeder 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch back in inning number 6. But he reached on error back in the 5th. He popped out once and grounded out. And there's strike 2 on the breaking ball from Sano. The Newport Buffaloes await the winner of this game. The 0-2. Swung on and out of play. Still 0-2. The 0-2 again, and a high fastball dropped by Sigrid. He just tags him out, and that ends the inning. The Susquenita Blackhawks go down in order for the first time since the 4th inning. And the Mustangs now have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 8th. Don't go anywhere. We're in for a good one here in extra innings. West Perry looking for a walk-off to advance to the championship. The Newport Buffaloes defeated the Greenwood Wildcats 15-5 in 6 innings. And they await the winner of this game. Could we potentially see a rematch of last year's wild championship game? As West Perry, in the bottom of the 8th inning, is going to look for a walk-off. And it's Jordy Ogden, 789 hitter, stood up for the Mustangs. There's the first pitch swinging. There's a blooper out towards left field. And out a drop for a base hit. Jordy Ogden swinging at the first pitch. And here's the winning run at first. So now pressure is on here for Austin Christ and the Susquenita defense. Ryden Hertzler stepping up here for the Mustangs. 0 for 1. He struck out in the 4th. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, and he was hit by a pitch in his last play appearance back in inning number 6. A quick check over to Jordy Ogden. Jordy Ogden scored back in the 4th inning. And now a bunt goes down for Hertzler. An easy throw, and closer than we thought. But it's a sacrifice bunt for Hertzler. And the winning run is now in scoring position with 1 out. So now here's Tanner Sigler, who could be the winner. He needs a base hit in the outfield that could win it for the Mustangs. Tanner Sigler, 1 for 2. The only extra base hit for him in this game was a 2-out double in the 4th. It's the only extra base hit in this game for any player on any team. And here is strike 1. Tanner Sigler walked with a full count back in inning number 6. Jordy Ogden, with his speed, is at second. And it's now even 1 ball and 1 strike. I hope there's still some beef vegetable soup up there at the concession stand. And that ball hits Sigler. Not ideal, but now Susquenita can at least go for a double play. And it's back to the top of the lineup now. Mason Sano, the pitcher for West Perry, came into the 3rd. He held up long enough for the Mustangs to tie the game up at 4. If Mason Sano can get the winning run across the plate from 2nd, not only will he get the win as the pitcher, but the win for the Mustangs to get into the championship. And we have seen Mason Sano with walk-off hits before. A great example, Easter weekend 2 years ago against Camp Hill. That was a wild game. Mason Sano had the winning hit, the walk-off hit, to beat Camp Hill 16-15. Now, he'll be looking for just that to send the Mustangs to the Perry County Championship against Newport. First pitch to Sano, in for a call strike. Big opportunity here for the Mustangs. Heavy pressure for Susquenita. There's a swing, and that's fouled back for strike 2. Jordy Ogden at second. He has the winning run. Tanner Sigler behind him at first. Like Tanner Sigler doesn't need a whole lot. And there is ball 1. A good waist pitch on the inside fastball. 1-2 here to Mason Sano. The 1-2. Swing, ground ball over to Reeder at second. Yes, throw with it. Sale with his speed is safe at first. It's got to be ruled at E4. And now the bases are loaded with only one out. Mason Salmon at first. Terrence Hager at second. The winning run is Jordy Ogden. First pitch swinging out to the outfield. Now it's going to be caught by the center fielder. Jordy Ogden is tagging from third, and the Mustangs walk it off. Sacrifice fly for Austin Lions. And the Mustangs advance to the Perry County Championship game where they'll take on Newport for the second consecutive year. Austin Lions swing at the first pitch. And it's deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and the Mustangs set up another date with the Newport Buffaloes. What a game. And this was only a semifinal. Austin Lions, the winner, with a sacrifice fly with the bases loaded to score Jordy Ogden tagging from third. What a game. 5-4 the final. And we'll be back in a minute for the post-game wrap-up in the Perry County semifinal. Final stats coming for you. And we'll get set for the Perry County Championship in just a moment. We are back here for the post-game wrap-up. What a Perry County semifinal we just witnessed here. I'm telling you, there is something about this tournament that just makes games great. And we are seeing that here in the semifinal for West Perry versus Susquenita. Final line score for both teams for West Perry: 5 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, leaving 10 runners left on base. For Susquenita, 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. They also left 10 runners left on base. The winning pitcher for West Perry is Mason Sano. What a game for him. He came into the third inning when Susquenita was up 4-1. And then West Perry able to get the tying run in the 7th. And now the winning run on a sacrifice fly from Austin Lions. Austin Lions with the sacrifice fly and a hit and a run scored is our West Perry Athletic Park player of the game. As we are set now for the Perry County Championship game. And for the second straight year, West Perry will take on the Newport Buffaloes. It will be broadcast live right here on the West Perry Athletic Park YouTube channel. Susquenita will now go to face Greenwood in the consolation game. That game is being broadcast live on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page or on the junior varsity field on the other side of the high school campus here at West Perry. We're going to take a break. I doubt we're going to be getting this game in 12 minutes, so keep it right here. Stay posted on social media on Facebook, and we'll let you know when we get this game started. But we have a rematch of the Perry County Championship. Will it be as crazy of a finish as it was a year ago? We'll find out later today Probably around 4:30, I'd say. So keep that in mind for sure. Newport versus West Perry. West Perry now improves to 2-2 on the year. They'll be looking for their 11th Perry County Championship in 12 years. And Newport will be looking for their 4th Perry County Championship coming up in the Perry County Championship game. Susquenita now drops to 1-1 on the year. And they'll be taking on Greenwood in the consolation game. Coming up next over on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone Facebook page. Until then, I am Alex Wall. The Golden Pipes of Perry County Baseball is saying so long. What a wild semifinal we had here for West Perry versus Susquenita. In 8 innings, the Mustangs win it 5-4. We'll see you later around 4:30 for the Perry County Championship game. West Perry versus Newport right here on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel.